Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to get this game going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Steps out at the 16, would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. The Tigers offense will have the football first here. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Ball handed off. Here's the jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the returner is brought down. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming down here, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know when each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they pick up the 1st down, tackle at the 25.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Try and muscle for the 1st down. He shreds the tackle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with more urgency. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Handoff in a single back formation. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? It's a draw to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, this goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Some hard running there through a tackle. He makes the grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. That's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy is as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
It's caught downfield. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back at near midfield.
Well, being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense cannot be stopped. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Penn State. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good. They're pulling away. 35-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. The returner is brought down. Gets it started for the next drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First play of the drive, they look to the right. In the clear of the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Motion now from the tight end. And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him short with the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field out, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. This try is no good, and it's still a huge deficit.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about confidence booster going forward.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab, goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Second down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Front near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they're just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, got to get some consolation points here. Eludes the rush. Looking for his big tight end. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First down and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore making an impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Bringing it back, it's Figueroa. And the returner will be brought down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
On first and 10, looking to throw, and he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way.
Looking to throw it deep. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Penn State. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.